The idea of the work as a set of instructions is a key part of my practice. I see all of new media and all of my practice coming from photography, with photography being the original set of instructions, the negative being the first machine-readable set of instructions that produced a human-readable multiple, as opposed to the past where the artist would touch the material with their hands and craft the work directly. Now I see it as crafting a set of instructions and then letting them fulfill their nature, so letting them play out according to their nature. So whether that's photography or video or 3D printing, I see that as a continuum, through a through line through my practice. Often I will construct a project where the material result is sort of a MacGuffin, is the excuse for the process, and then the process will be performed and often filmed. So the last car park was a recent project where there was a car park mapped out on the parquetry of the gallery and then 4 3D printers placed around the gallery. So the machines would produce the cars and then the work was sort of generated twice. So it was generated by the audience coming in to the gallery, picking up a car, and then they were invited to place it in the car park at random, and the machines were generating the works in the gallery at the same time. So at the end of the process, the car parks became filled, apart from one car park. I wanted to leave one last car park. I really saw those as kinetic sculptures, and coming from the history of coming from the lineage of kinetic sculpture. So I've been working a lot with drones recently, and that's sort of coming full circle with the interest in photography, filming, electronics and computer science. And so the drones sort of incorporate all of those to create a sort of a visual language that is largely a filming platform, but also expression of the set of instructions. So everything from the drone project, including the drones that I've made, the electronics in them, the programming in them, is all a set of instructions, and then the drones sort of then follow their nature, and sort of the performance of that creates the work, usually a film. For that project, we've been training and testing quite a bit in car parks, and I've kind of been working with a community of FPV, first-person view, drone makers, I guess. Apart from a new project that I've been working on for a while is called a drone opera, and that'll be a 45-minute multimedia presentation making physical and visceral the phenomenology of the presence of drones. I want people to feel the wind, the displacement from the props. I want people to hear them before they see them. And I want it to be uncomfortable. So it's about making that the fear of drones and the discomfort physical rather than academic. The more I go down this track, the thing that becomes clearest as a pattern emerges is how little changes and how the problems remain the same. So all the problems of 3D printing, others, what do you make? Are the problems of photography in 1839 of what did Fox Telper point the camera at? I mean, I really like this idea that nothing is new. I mean, the thing I like is none of these technologies are created for art in a sense. They're all applied technologies, as well as photography. And so where is the art in those technologies, and how do you kind of maybe often use them against their nature or use them in a way that they're not intended to create sort of a poetry of technology?